When I say family, good morning. All right, guys, let me start with the. Wanna say? Yeah, man, we started here, good people. Wow, wow. Good morning, people. Good morning. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. Can't buy get to the vibes. Good morning, guys. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. What's up this morning? For a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy. A police called me and attacked me. Tell us that police. Bridget. What people do in the money, what they actually know at you. Go be money, miss away in the yellow corrupt you. Use the youth, the money, with some Muslim anti-statue. Say me like a catch up, but they got the take this bit of money, God, and I said that is not you. One day, the man above the no, not gonna stop you. But it in the kitchen, some of my well like a patrol. My singers and DJs and social media, that's coming at you. It burn me, 300% free. It burn me, garbage pile up the day. It burn me, give the teacher them raise. It burn me, I see corruption fee. It burn me, mash down the people them out. It burn me, every day I appear arms out. It burn me, appear money them a tea. It burn me, and them a sell out the beach. Can't pull me again, you can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. Can't buy scallion, we can't. Good morning, Ops. Good morning, family. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. Good morning, Apes. For a very long time. Can't buy afternoon. Sugar, we can't buy life. You got shop line and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. Big up all the charities and all of the giver. Andrea, Sonia, the already promises none and never deliver. Cut up the youth and rapidly down in our river. Member bold money and they like them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them smell. Let the song back from the people then. We have serious thing to talk about this man, people. Jamaica in a serious trouble, you know. You can't hold me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't hold me again. Hold on there, yo. Can't hold me again. You can't hold me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't hold me again. What people do in the money, what they actually know at you. Go be money, miss away in the yellow corrupt you. Use the youth, the money, with some Muslim anti-statue. Say me like a catch up, but they got enough. Take this bit of money, God, and I said that is not you. One day, the man above me, no, him not gonna stop you. But it in the kitchen, some of my well like a patrol. My singers and DJs and social media, that's how we not you. It burn me, 300% free. It burn me, garbage pile up the day. It burn me, give the teacher them raise. It burn me, big up on yourself, people. It burn me, mash down the people them out. It burn me, every day appear arms out. It burn me, appear money them a tea. It burn me, and them a sell out the beach. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. You touch shop line and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. Big up all the charities and all of the giver. Some man go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The already promises none and never deliver. Cut up the youth and rapidly down in our river. Member bold money and they like them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, come and show people stand and keep where them sell. It burn me, on them treat the market man. It burn me, on them a treat the cat man. It burn me, on them treat the peanut man. It burn me, on them a treat the dirt man. It burn me, on them a treat this all man. It burn me, on them a treat policeman. It burn me, how them a treat soldier man. It burn me, how them a treat everyone. Can't pull me again. Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning, guys. I get right to it. My people. People, you know, now you woke up to the news, you know. The Jamaica Constabulary Force Federation chairman, The man is outspoken. And for the longest, the man come out. I mean, the videos on him already. You hear him come on Wayne Lonesome. You hear him come on. Everyone can come to voice his concern about the lack of tools that the police is faced with. And they can't fight crime. He said it that the JCA cannot keep us safe because the government basically not funding the police. Why you believe the Carlos say? It look like they might defund the police, people. Why you believe crime stays so? The man a bar a long time. Police don't have the weaponry, the proper guns, proper tools. Police don't even have stationery at the station. They might go next door to regular civilian offices, go borrow paper, pen. They run out of ink in a printer and all these things. Police are not funded. Police are take taxi, go up an emergency scene. Remember what country I talk about, the people? This have nothing to do with politics. He's the police federation chairman. He's out there to look out for the rights of the police. People, they sack this man. Why? Because he was at a funeral, and it was at a funeral, people, of one of a slain officer, and he was talking the things, and it's like he was talking against the authorities. They didn't like it. He was crushing the toe of the oppressors, but they didn't like it. When I talk to them, people, Jamaica is on full dictatorship mode. Remember Carlos telling you that. A long time I tell you. Go up on Facebook and check up the vlog them for a long time I show you. Say Andrew a dictator. And them I go. As far as my knowledge of how dictatorship run, you silence the media, you put everybody in place so you do your bidding, you have back DPP up in there, you have everything lined up. You get rid of anybody who oppose you. You divide and conquer. You pay top principal and above hold for money in the school, and top police up there so hold for money, and the bottom one them no get no pay. You keep them quiet and you foot on them neck. Jamaica now run good people and we now in dangerous zone. For them to do this to this man, we now in dangerous zone. And I'm going to get to it, people. It's disgusting what's going on in Jamaica. And it's my duty to bring it to you. Now, so this is in the paper, but a police officer had sent this to me. But this is in the paper now. This is also nationwide. So this is public. This ain't no more top secret anything. Right? Notice of interdiction. Number 8047. Corporal Rowan James, Kingston Western Division. Take notice that following investigations into remarks you made on July 4th, let me play the tape phone first. Let me play what he said first. So we could go, there's a sequence. Listen to this, people. Jamaica people, our serious place, Jamaica go.
I also want to say to our High Command and Councils of Deputies that the Federation is not going to be muzzled, intimidated, nor bamboozled.
And that's why I know I have a next tape, but it's much longer than this, of him at the funeral talk. And he said he tried to speak to them in private. He tried to talk to them in private and he can't get no help for his police officers. Did you know that Jamaican police officers in the force with one suit of clothes for 10 years? One suit for 10 years. We just get called from police this man and see them stressed out and demoralized. That's what police tell me. Big old sergeant. See them demoralized. We could continue this thing here, people. This is Corporal Rowan James. Them just interdict him because I come speak this at a funeral. Listen to this, people. We're going somewhere. Share this, Share this, please.
I also want to say to our High Command and Councils of Deputies that the Federation is not going to be muzzled, intimidated, nor bamboozled. We negotiate with government not with High Command. The Council of Deputies have no moral authority to tell us what to do when a court orders that we are to be paid overtime work and for service, that they should put in place a mechanism to capture hours so that the membership is paid. I am not going to negotiate with High Command. Let the records be made clear that the battle lines have been drawn. Speak to the court. I also want to say to the High Command that the Council of Deputies must focus on their areas assigned to them and to leave the issue of capping hours work, because this federation that I lead is not going to be submissive to the place where rank and file membership leaves the citizens of Jamaica compromised in their safety. It will never happen under my watch. Mark my word. And I also want to say to High Command and to our Commissioner, God helps you if the membership is not paid their overtime come this month. I am tired of the abuse being meted out and believing that persons can call me to intimidate me. I have not seen the man nor woman that is going to lead me into fear so that I will retreat from doing what the membership have asked of me to do. When I was elected, it is because I have the capacity, the will, and the power to do it. We are entrenched in law as a police federation body, and nobody is going to compromise it. Politics nor nothing will come in the path of the execution of the federation's role. Bear that in mind. I'm sure Dr. Notice has never seen me in the building before, but oftentimes I will take a few moments to come in to have my spiritual empowerment.
Hey, what's up, my Facebook family? You never know for them.
There's a longer video of this brother speaking. And people, I'm not telling you what to get in the comment section. People, them deal with some man of people. The man can't even travel, you know. Them shut him down, you know. For what? All the travel people, travel documents seized. You can't travel if the island go away, no people. Just because of that, what I'm saying. No? Now I'm making the hear a little bit more, man. Stick with me, people. It's a dictatorship. Now I'll show you something. Why it is dictatorship. I'll show you, man. It is full-blown dictatorship of one of Jamaica. Yeah? Like up the video, people. Go ahead and share it if you can. That's all I have to do for Jamaica. Just do it. Because these things need to go out there and Jaja. This one is a little bit cloudy, but more to listen it, you know. You know, for hear it.
That the Police Federation will not be Muslim.
Hold on, people. He must speak something. You cannot echo in the room, but bear with people.
To remind the citizenry of Jamaica that the Police Federation will not be Muslim. Cannot be Muslim.
Listen.
And will not be intimidated.
My intimidated police.
Bully. Confidence and
dictatorship
about welfare and well-being.
Listen.
It is because we understand the reality that if you don't take care of the human resources,
listen,
then naturally those who rely on the services will feel the pinch. I say this against the backdrop that notwithstanding the Police Federation continues to besiege our employer, the government, for resources
listen,
and proper remuneration, there continue to be a piecemeal approach to national security. Why do I say this? More for proper remuneration. Yes, still the police rank and file, who police the largest aspect of our citizenry, welfare continues to be ignored.
You hear that? Ignore police.
The approach that is being taken and expecting a shocking residual effect, it cannot happen like that.
Then I do not crime at Jamaica. The police are telling me now.
When the Police Federation speaks of accountability, we know what we are speaking about. Our roles and responsibility entails investigation, unearthing intelligence, and ensuring that it is garnered into evidential values. So those who believe that they can send threat to the Police Federation about their ineptness, incompetence, they can underscore today that we know what we are talking about, because those funds that continues to be returned to Central Treasury Coffers from the appropriation aid proceeds, we know that it is happening, but yet still, our colleague Constable Oliver Mullins could have been alive today if the government of Jamaica had taken appropriate action to reduce us.
See that? The big boy, they
They know that the environment has changed. They know that criminal elements have ramped up their artillery.
Listen.
But guess what? They continue to produce police officers and send us out, not even with the basic amenities, uniform, ballistic vest, ballistic shield.
You hear the man I say? They know some criminal ramp up them thing. They know some criminal have having big gun, but they not send them out. They must send out them, they continue to send police out there with enough weaponry, with enough body shield, all these things, people, no bulletproof vest. People a long time when they're talking. People and I know him and I beg. Him a beg. Police are be told to stop the crime in Jamaica. Every day they come out here that they are doing a wonderful job on crime. People, no crime now fight at Jamaica. No crime now fight at Jamaica, people. At least we don't see it. Show me it. Show me no effective crime fighting now going out there. People, and the Police Federation chairman this, you know. Not take it from me, you know. Let me continue to listen.
Come on, Jamaica. Come on, Jamaica. When our employer creates the mayhem, they should be held accountable.
You don't want to hear that, people. Government don't want to hear that.
There is absolutely no space for any state of emergency, because they know what they are doing when they are tying our hands, depriving us of the resources for police in this country.
You hear him say?
So when I'm at my office, treating with the welfare, encouraging the membership to hold straight and underpinning that the citizens of this country matters most, and we matters too. To see persons who are accountable writing to me, seeking public apology or retraction or else legal action happen.
See it?
This chairman is not going to step down and to give any account to anybody who believes that they are delinquent in their roles and responsibility.
Listen.
And expect me to bow to them. No way. I'd rather to die with young galaxy for the people of Jamaica and the men and women that I serve.
Wow.
Colleagues, Oliver Mullins served this country with pride, humility, and compassion.
People, a long time when I beg, you know, I beg the government, you know, they want to help people. People everywhere can listen. Why?
It cuts lives. Always simple say to our employer, the government, provide us with the resources that we can stir response to duties called.
You hear them when I say? He must ask the government for provide the police force with the resources so they can store response to duties called. People, I want to hear the Police Federation and chairman I tell the people, and I know this man I do it in the people. Me a video with him months ago when this man was the on radio station, Mr. O'Brien, and the man was talking. Same thing. I beg the government. And before them give the resources to the man, if you give him tea in the police then for fight crime in Jamaica, then get rid of him. We could listen some more.
Enough is enough. Every time we are in meetings, we are promised. We are promised monument, and that it will be unveiled in the 60th year of our jubilee. Where it is. Broken promises. We are promised that we will be properly remunerated. But yet still, we have our Minister of Finance behaving as if we are mendicants at the table. It will not happen under my watch. We are promised that we will have facilities, but yet there is not a holistic approach being taken to ensure that the resources are pumped to national security. And
we are promised.
Stand at podium, crying and behaving as if we don't know what we are doing. Enough is enough. We have been promised facilities, but yet still we have the incompetencies and the ineptness where environmental impact assessment continues to delay projects that we are supposed to get facilities and aesthetics commensurate with the service, the risk associated with the profession, and it continues to be delayed and nothing is held accountable.
Be a promise.
Is enough.
Be a promise, people. Like they'll tell you a promise.
Jamaicans, those in viewership, the hypocrisy that continues, it's unabated. The private sector organization, the mecca of this country, must underscore and seek to hold those who are elected accountable. I don't play politics. I pray for the lives and the well-being of our citizens and our colleagues. And it is time we underscore the importance of Jamaica Vision 2030. We cannot achieve same without the investment. Lip service, British talk.
Lip service. No investment in the police force.
The one that is going to be promised.
Where the money there?
Cabinet secretary to hold down the truth and let the lies continue to be pervasive in our society. That won't happen under my watch. So colleagues, family, Alexis, Oliver, you will not be alone in this. You have several fathers and mothers within the constabulary force. We are going to stand for you, with you, in the time of adversity. The Federation will not become a part of it. That's our solemn commitment.
Be a promise, people.
And
this administration,
for those who continue to fight and to play the game, let me say this. I reminded my colleagues at our central conferences that the PNP means police that promoted, and JLP means justice led police. So today, all I'm thinking to say is police. Jamaica must ensure that we hold those who we elect accountable and not to listen to lip service and pretty speeches. Put the resources of our tax dollar to work that we can at least see our children benefiting once and for all. My colleague, Oliver Mullins, you may have been cut short in your sojourn in service to the citizens of this country, but we acknowledge you even in them. And may your life continue to let light perpetually shine on you.
People, guess what? You hear that? All right. What the man say bad, people, that's so. That man interdict him. What him say bad for him to be interdicted? What the man say bad? I'm going to hear some stuff, you know. To make me play some tapes, you know. I'm going to hear a dictatorship going on in Jamaica. That's not democracy. I'm going to teach you today what I'm going on, man. Watch this, man. Tell me what the man said, people. We, the foreigners, send all this money to Jamaica. We can't go back out there. They are not effectively fighting crime. As if they are defunding the police. That's what it look like to me, people. You hear the man say, the man them come with some big gun and police just call me while I go and tell me say, you hear the man with some big gun day and night, just a back. They don't have no weaponry. They don't have no bulletproof vest. Police are not, they don't have it, people, for go up against criminal. And that the man are beg for. He go up on every channel he can get. He go up on radio. He go up on YouTube. He go everywhere. He was at a funeral, people. Because the man said when him talking in private, they not listen. So him knows so the TV I got there and the big camera, the big boy, them they ready for show off. Come shine at the dead police funeral. But this man feel it and genuinely feel it for him slaying police officer. The other politicians that were there, they might go come for photo op. They don't care about the family were dead. Photo op. Him go there with him heartfelt. Full. He got full and he couldn't hold it no more. So him writing speech you go there for make him have it. You can't hear. He couldn't hold it no more. On behalf of all of us, my brother, we stand with you. And what you do there is not only for the police, people, it's for all of us. Home and abroad. So we can go home. They want to fight for police to get what? Equipment. Better pay. All this promise and the promise the police people. Nothing. Just like the 100-day promises, all this administration does is promises. Show me one of the 100-day promises that came through. Eh? People. Tell me, man. So now, this are the thing when I'm right. So let me get rid of the man, people. We say this is worth something for every one of us. I mean, I want a boy or no girl come on my page with no politics. Don't come back around with that. Don't come on my page ever. If you think it's politics, this have us, we do the, all of us. You think gunman will come look for you, the PNP and the Liberator when them get the hit on your head? You think when a man put a hit on your head, a man business who you vote for? He get the money and come for you. You see the bullet mark PNP and Liberator out there? Some don't want nobody come for a person no stupid, juvenile, ignorant chat on my page. Go away from my page and not come run us no more. Oh, and a crowd me now. We just want a group of like-minded people who think alike on my page. Not some idiot. Remember me telling already, me running away. I'm black and delete to the fast. So let me read what I'm going on with this brother here now. How them treat that brother here. For why I'm saying this right now. I'm going to show you a dictatorship. You stick with me. Because I'm going to play and show and prove a dictatorship. That, you know. I prove to you a dictatorship. Notice of interdiction. Number 8047. Corporal Ron James. Kingston Western Division. Take notice. The following investigation into remarks you made on July 15, 2023 at the funeral service for the late Constable Damian Blair at the Old Harbour New Testament Church of God in the parish of St. Catherine. The Commissioner of Police has directed that the disciplinary action be taken against you at the court of inquiry. At the court of inquiry. You hear that? Police Commissioner. It is therefore, and a police commissioner this come from. This come from Andrew Onis. No boy can't fool me. Andrew Onis micromanage everything, and in everything. Just like when the police and the pastor talk about Andrew Onis and get arrested. The youth talk about Andrew Onis and go on and bed theme. And next you talk about Andrew Onis and go on and also them in and brief. Even pastor talk about Andrew Onis and find himself get arrested. So, I mean, this don't look like anything different. So the following investigation into remarks, blah, 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 on July 15, 2023, at the funeral service for the late Constable Damian Blair at the Old Harbour New Testament Church of God in the parish of St. Catherine. The Commissioner of Police has directed that disciplinary action be taken against you at a court of inquiry. It is therefore desirous and in the public's interest that you cease to perform duties in keeping with Regulation 35.1 of the Police Service Regulations 1961. You are hereby interdicted from duty to receive 3/4 of your salary with immediate effect. So I get only 3/4 times salary. Immediate effect. People want to share this, you know, because it's a serious video, you know. Take further notice that in keeping with Regulation 35.4 of the Police Service, the Regulation 1961, you are to immediately hand over your Jamaica Constabulary Force identification card and all items of government property in your possession on receipt of this notice. People will tell me I'm going to the rotted country, you know. And some of them out there still support this. And them are thinking I support people. Take further notice that in keeping with the regulation, if you bring back blah, 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 blah. All right. Take further notice that in keeping with Regulation 35.5 of the Public Service Regulation 1961, you are not to leave the island of Jamaica without the permission of the Governor General. Any application to leave the island must be made to a senior superintendent of police in charge of Kingston Western Division no later than 2 months before the intended departure date, in keeping with Force Order number 3668, Part 1, Sub number 4, dated September 21, 2017. One man against the world, man. Rotted. Take further notice that in keeping with the Regulation 35.5 of the Police Service, Regulation 1961, you are to give the Senior Superintendent of Police, Kingston Western Division, the address at which you can be located. You are also to provide a phone number and an email address at which you can be contacted, as well as the similar information for your next of kin. What they rotted this? You got to trust my people with the address? You, I got to touch on what the man do criminal that he must go to give police when they a criminal offense that? What the man do with him? Stream up now? And what the man do, people? What the man say a while ago? Did he threaten anybody? Did he commit a crime? Police officer know when they and the next of kin. I want to hear what one. How you gonna make them are wicked people and know where your family live? How you gonna make them know where you live, people? You're going up against them are terrible people. How you people? People of Jamaica will support this. You know, people of Jamaica will support this. Yeah, man, go on, bro. God are the best thing since sliced bread. You know, people of Jamaica will support this. You know, people of Jamaica will support dictatorship in our country. You know, see it. I'm going to show us a dictatorship. But first, let me tell you what I go on, people. What's going on here? From 2017, they promised these police overtime pay. Police tell me this, you know. It's our police tell me. Police tell me, say, Andrew Honest baby. I want to understand Jamaica people. No for una run go vote for Andrew Honest. That's why I say if they get him ass out of office, they will only go register for vote. I say the will only go register for vote. Don't sit up on no Jamaica and say, no, now do it again, this and that. You see the clear choice, people. People don't see it, and I bring it to Uno. Vloggers are bringing it to Uno. Uno see it before the eyes, people. Watch this. In 2017, here comes Zozo. Them owe this police for overtime pay from 2017. Zozo after Andrew Honest work out the police them overtime pay. When we understand the police have said, them bringing trucks and bus of police from all over the island. Listen what I said. It's not the first me taught this that them use CLM Montego Bay as a guinea pig because the PNP constituency. Go check my video them on Facebook. You hear me use this before. That's CLM. It's alleged that CLM Montego Bay was a guinea pig because of PNP stronghold. Remember I said. Zozo. All right. Remember, you know, police are telling me them things, you know, people. A police are telling me them things, you know. The police them say they are demoralized. Them say them use Salem Montego Bay as a guinea pig for send Zozo down there. Send police from all over the country down there in a bus and police don't know them I go. Them find themselves as Zozo. Them owe them from 2017. They say in 2019, guess what the government do with the police them? For Easter. Give the police them half a bun and cheese. Easter present. Says it's coming from the money where them owe them. This is in a 27. This is a 2019. You know? They owe them from 2017. In a 2019, in a Easter, they give the police. The police say it's not even a big bun. It's one of them little bun and them cut it in half. Give the police them bun and cheese. Half a bun and cheese. Say that come from them pay where them owe them. Jamaican citizens, be careful on out there. They are telling us to go register to vote this time. Don't sit up on your hand, people. Call your family in Jamaica. You tell them, encourage them when you go register for vote. If you're foreign, did a foreigner send money to Jamaica like me and a lot of us? We don't want help. We are sending money out and they sit up on them hand and say, now go do this what? We can't come home, but we are still sending money to Jamaica. We are damn idiot. We don't call the family in Jamaica, tell them to do the right thing. This is enough, people. I want to see clear what I'm going to say. So the police themselves say, this SOE, state of emergency, is Andrew brainchild. Listen to me good. Andrew brainchild. Say, all right. So, this is what I know. Them say, the police tell me say, Zozo, now if I go back to Parliament, forget. Approve every 6 months. You know, Zozo is every 6 months stuff. It's Andrew wants to go back to Parliament. Sometimes he do it illegal and go against the PNP and do this underhanded stuff. People may say, let's get rid of that man out of office. I swear to God, for the sake of the country. Not for politics, people. For the sake of the country. Guess what the man I don't know? Police are telling me this man said Andrew wants a draft of legislation to keep Zozo permanent. State of emergency. Permanent. So I'm not going to go back to Parliament no more. Go get no approval. You're not going to listen to the PNP. They might tell him, no, they are not with it. Andrew wants to change the constitution. Now the constitution, people. What else is in the constitution? The constitution now the good people. That does be pressure upon poor people. Andrew Otis must not touch the constitution. Look what he did yesterday. Change the constitution to keep him friend in office. So tell me if Andrew Otis can't change the constitution to keep himself in office. The Labour right them ready for play ball. They're not saying no. All the people that say everything green should go. He might be millions them out that parliament. They're not saying no to him, people. Anything him say, nobody say no Andrew Otis that don't look good. I can't do that. That's not right. Everybody go along with it. That's why I'm telling you, people, for the sake of the country, everything green must go. Start from the councillor. Councillors are very important. The people, do you understand me? Some people don't like to vote in a local government, you know, because they say it's not general. Those are the places that is very important. Same place in America, so to, you know, do you understand me? When you have the certain election in America that is not general, no people like come out, come vote for the local city council, them and the governor, them and the mayor, them. People, these are the people who hold the gate. These are the people that hold the gate. Come out, come vote for your councillor. Get out everything green. Don't sit down on the yard, you know. Don't sit down on the yard, you know. All right. So now for Andrew Otis, I write legislation. I can't tell me here now. It's alleged that he's writing legislation to keep SOE permanent. And I believe the police officer. They believe the police officer. Remember, Andrew Otis don't want to follow no rule. Trample up all over the Constitution. He don't see the Constitution as something important to us. He view the Constitution as a piece of toilet paper. That's why he built to the Constitution what he did to keep Paul a little bit in there. You know what the video yesterday? You know, see me I telling you these things. You see that come up more and more. Yesterday I tell you, say, Andrew Otis is using the Constitution like a piece of toilet paper. No respect for it. Trample up all over it. That's why he's about to pay money. No, we the taxpayers. He's about to pay money. Because it's trampled up all of your constitution during SOE. So now it's going to be law now. You're going to put the constitution. So therefore, when they trample on the constitution, it's in constitution now. So when soldiers come out there and abuse you and police lock you for how long, it's in the constitution. If not break the law, only can't take him to court. Jamaica, look here. Get rid of this man. He's sick with power. He's drunk with power. He's a cruel man. Very cruel. Every day this man devise new law, not to help the people and make our life better. How if it tighten up the noose from the goddamn neck people. And to honest know, say, what he's doing is illegal. Zozo, man go and tell me that. It's illegal. He went to court the other day. The judge said it's illegal. The government have to pay people them lock up in a jail millions of dollars right now. And there are other people in Jamaica who them lock up and do all these things to a Zozo because it is unconstitutional. So it tell us that want to step up all over the constitution. That's so he no care. And at them amend constitution people. Then look what him do again. Yesterday for sure say Andrew Otis use the constitution like a piece of paper. After them step up on the constitution as Zozo. See the judge say? The judge say yes indeed it people. The judge say yes, step up all of the constitution. He was wrong. That's why the government now is about to pay out millions of dollars to hundreds of Jamaicans whose constitutional rights were violated in a big C. There's a wave of lawsuit coming at the government now. So guess what Andrew Otis had to know? What the policeman said is right. Everything aligned up with what's going on. What the policeman telling me is right. The constitution, he must change the constitution so he don't have to go back to Congress, Parliament, to get every 6 months to get approval. It's going to change the constitution, written into law, so when soldiers and police come violate your rights, they're not violate no rights because they have a right to violate you. Because it's written into law. People of Jamaica, dictatorship to rotted. Kakafat. Kakafat. Forgive me language, but kakafat. Share the video, man. Share the video. I'm going to show you why it's dictatorship. Hold on with people. No make me have to tell you to share the video now. Because the news media Jamaica now be so kind enough to tell you the truth like this. So don't see bloggers out there doing work and respect it. And the ones don't keep it to themselves. Dash it out there so other Jamaicans can hear. So them news are spread. When you come on people page, don't just come here and just watch it. This is an entertainment to the people. A serious business this is now. We not charge enough to come in and entertainment this is the people. Jamaica we want to go back here. I look at rock we want preserving the people. And to what going to Jamaica people just dictatorship on the rise in Jamaica. Look, there's a dictator in the making. Dictator in the making. Every day I tell you guys. Yesterday I do a video and the man. Look at who you see. Which president, which prime minister change our constitution to keep a friend in a job. That means the constitution means nothing to you. If you can look at the constitution and change it to keep DPP in office, it means nothing to you. Nothing is like a piece of toilet paper. The constitution means nothing to you. If you can step up all over the constitution and violate all the youth them rights of Jamaica, just scrape them up and lock them up for days and weeks and months for no reason. Just violate the constitutional rights. The constitution means nothing to Andrew Otis. And at this time, I talk about my amend constitution. Look what I do tweet yesterday with Paul and Llewellyn. Don't look what I do right now. Stepping up people all over the constitution. So true, they find this in the lawsuit because him wrong with the Zozo is illegal, people. And when I tell you some of you Jamaica people and say, yeah, criminal sympathizer. When they will give up on the rights. Jesus. It was wrong. People don't say fight crime, creep up everybody. What about surgical removal of criminals? These guys can fight crime, but they are not doing it. When last year, here's a CTAC, go up on a raid. Go pick up bad boy. Long time, they don't know about CTAC, you know? You like to just park CTAC. When I say about the SWAT team, CTAC, when I say about them, when I say about CTAC, I go take out bad boy. Surgically remove them from the community. No, people, they're not fighting crime. They go get Zozo and announce it. And all of them bad man knows the police and soldier come. You see it in the Klansman trial tape where Sir Pierre play. You see it in the tape. You listen to that. Say bad man know when Zozo come. Then get called. Bad man gangster know when the Zozo come. So then clear out with their weapon. The police tell me say, Zozo Andrew Onis baby. Listen to me, people. Andrew Onis baby. One trick pony. Andrew don't have any other plan for our crime problem, but Zozo, my people. Police are telling me that. And you don't have any other plan for crime in Jamaica but Zozo. That's why he's about to put it into law, allegedly, according to the brother tell me. Sign it into law in the Constitution. Change the Constitution to make Zozo permanent. So when they drop Zozo in your neighborhood and they lock you up for months, they're not violating the rights because it's in the law. So Andrew owners are right. So Andrew owners are amend the Constitution for step our neck. I want to understand it now. I'll show you why. So that brother out there is going to do a little mild talk. He talk mildly. He never, never cuss nobody, never disrespect nobody. Because Jamaica is a dictatorship country. You can't talk about these guys. Them stinking suit, the most corrupt politician in the world. The most thieves. The most sticky finger politician are Jamaica them there. The most dirt bags are them there. And you can't talk about them. When them character in the gutter down Riverton City. And then the stinking suit because no perfume and cologne can sweep up on a dirty character in a stinking suit. Some of them belong in jail and nobody can talk to them. We don't want demand respect. A bunch of thieves demand the respect. Some of them not to declare an asset, not to sign a code of conduct, make a commitment, say, we're not going to have his go thief, and want respect. The most corrupt politicians in the world want the most respect. Disrespect the police them. The Federation chairman come out and defend them. What do you do? Silence the man, shut him down, he can't even travel. They want police, they want the man to tell him where him live, and his siblings, him next of kin live. Look here. I would never tell no women live because the man won't bow and apologize to Uno for speaking out. Me would never tell no woman live if me and him. Me not trust Uno. Why am I not telling no one live for? Him a criminal? Him a sexual predator? Him a ankle monitor? I'm on the home supervision? Ankle monitor? What is this? You know what I tell me? This brother upon home supervision for speaking. Because that's what Jamaica want to keep like, Crap and Rowan James is an ankle monitor or home supervision. Which is it? More of know what the man depend enough to come talk in Jamaica. What the man depend to come speak Jamaica. And all of our behalf. He not just talk with police alone people. He might talk with all of us. Home and abroad people. I beg government. Fund the police now. Make we get the tool now. We go fight crime now. Police still take tactic up on crime scene. Jesus, God, them people don't love the country. Watch this. I'm going to show you some things. I'm want to listen to people. Because Jamaica is not a democratic country. It's a dictatorship going there. Listen, democratic country. Listen to this. I want to play some for them. I want to listen. Police chief, we are slamming the president of America. Listen to this. Police chief slamming the president. Tell him to shut up.
And everything that's happening there and around the country is a crucial test of your profession. You've said that.
Democracy.
It's a crucial test
Jamaica,
of our profession in terms of law enforcement. I need to ask you this because some of the latest news is that President Trump, as we know, has had a conference call with governors. And some of that audio has come out and we're using it. And in it, he says to governors, he says, you're weak. He says, many of you should be, not showing this weakness. We're laughing stocks. You need to dominate. You need to dominate. I want to ask you not to, if you don't want to, comment on the President of the United States. But is the right direction for police today in this environment to go out and dominate and to show that they're quote unquote not weak? What should the police be doing now to calm this terrible situation?
Listen.
Let me just say this to the President of the United States on behalf of the police chiefs in this country. Please, if you don't have something constructive to say, keep your mouth shut because you're putting
people. It's a Houston police chief, Art Acevedo. You see, what you think about talk? People, you think they're free to talk to the president? Jamaica, this bunch of thieves in the episode, you can't talk about them. A bunch of crooks, the most crooked set of politicians in the world. You can't shh about them. Pastor talk about them get arrested. You talk about them get hauled from under them bed. What is this? Isn't this dictatorship? Continue to listen. Now listen to this man. I'm sure I said this is We're going to Jamaica dictatorship. Me just want to tell some people, you know. If anybody out Jamaica watch this, and I say, well, him man always this and him have no respect. Come see someone say it, you know. Him not this and not that, and him not disrespect nobody, you know. Listen when I talk to the president, that is a police chief of Houston. What you think the man do to him? On the way, I'm going to play more for man. I show what freedom is all about. Jamaica is dictatorship, and a democracy that.
On the President of the United States.
Listen.
But is the right direction for police today in this environment to go out and dominate and to show that they're quote unquote not weak? What should the police be doing now to calm this terrible situation?
Let me just say this to the President of the United States on behalf of the police chiefs in this country. Please, if you don't have something constructive to say, keep your mouth shut, because you're putting men and women in their early 20s at risk. It's not about dominating, it's about winning hearts and minds. And let's be clear, we do not want people to confuse kindness with weakness, but we don't want ignorance to ruin what we've got here in Houston. And speaking for my colleagues across the country, where their officers are being injured, community members are being injured, if you don't have something to say, like Forrest Gump, then don't say it, because that's the basic tenets of leadership, and we need leadership now more than ever. And it hurts me to no end, because whether we vote for someone, we don't vote for someone, it's still our president.
And listen, I'm going to tell the president to shut him out, you know. And listen, I'm going to encourage people to vote. Police chief, listen up. Which police at Jamaica can tell Andrew Williams to shut him out? Which police at Jamaica? Which khaki clothes policeman can talk like this at Jamaica? You know, the dictatorship out there. Me I show us a dictatorship going to Jamaica, don't take a lie, I tell. Listen to him and talk further. He might encourage people to vote to get rid of Trump. Listen.
But it's time to be presidential and not try to be like you're on The Apprentice. This is not Hollywood. This is real life, and real lives are at risk. And I ask the American people to please join with the police. Stand together. Let's shift this to where it needs to be, to the voting booth. Pay attention to the hearts and of the people that we elect. And the reason this stuff happens is because too many people right now in this country that are throwing bricks and damaging property never bother to vote. So you have a choice. Lift up your voice, be heard in the voting booth, and continue to march peacefully. So the focus remains on bad policing, criminal policing. And let's be real honest, this is not just about policing. It's about society and this disproportionality of the things going on in our country, from education to health to food to everything that we all as human beings hold near and dear. So please.
Some people, see, you can hear him. I tell, please go vote. Go vote, get rid of the crosses in the office. I put the chief that in. What do you think they want to do to him? They might fire him. They might interdict him. They might tell him say he can't travel. They might tell him say they want to know him live and get him phone call and know him where his kin live. How about the Mumak? How about going to Jamaica there? Eh? Wagwan. Listen some more. Listen some more, people. Come on and listen. This is another chief. This is the one that support Trump. Here where I do a film station. Me I talk about freedom. Jamaica, no freedom, not there.
Inflation relief for Americans is finally here.
People, listen, tell you here what this man I do a film police station. People, they don't fire him. The people in the community, they're mad at him. But listen, this is what this man I do. A film police station. This is a crazy Trump supporter. Listen to this.
A police chief in a small town is making a big political statement in southern Washington.
Political statement.
A police chief in a small town is making a big political statement in southern Washington. A tower to Trump sits in the front lawn of Morton's police chief, Roger Morningstar. It's his First Amendment right to do that, but the concern lies with the controversy Morningstar has received for months, with activist groups accusing the chief of being a right-wing extremist after Morningstar allegedly posted incendiary pictures and video on his Facebook page. One of those activist groups is the Southwest Washington Anti-Racist Movement, or SWARM. Swarm says Morningstar posted this image that appears to be doctored of President-elect Joe Biden with a noose around his neck.
Here?
Swarm also sent us pictures of Morningstar posing with Dion Thompson,
Here?
a known far-right provocateur and Proud Boys associate last September.
Chief.
We reached out to the Morton PD, but the chief declined to comment. The mayor's office, however, sent us a statement saying that what Chief Morningstar's personal political views are is covered under his constitutional rights.
Rights!
In regards to the Facebook post, the mayor stated that as soon as he learned the post contained a photo of the president-elect with a noose, he removed it immediately. It was in error and was addressed appropriately. We spoke to some residents in Morton, and not everyone is on board with their police chief's actions.
Well, I'm all for free speech. I'm not a fan of the tower by any means. People hold teachers and other officials to their word to stay neutral, and I think I wish that went for the police chief as well.
Some are also hoping that leadership can move past the politics to focus on what communities like Morton really need right now.
It just seems like the smaller businesses are taking it the worst. It's surprising to me that so many larger places are able to function, and yet it doesn't seem equitable that a lot of the smaller places are suffering so hard.
And as political tension continues to build in the country as the next president enters the White House, police in towns like Morton are simply hoping to get the relief they need to move forward.
You hear that? What do you all want to say? You hear how much? You hear the man rights? You hear them mention it? Even though them do that, I might not like it. Them have rights. Remember that Trump supporter? He put up a tower at the station, sitting up with Trump and all stuff for him have a station and stuff like that. He's a Trump supporter. You understand me? But the people might be mad about it. But him having what? Rights. And state the amendment. His rights fall under. All right, guys? So, Jamaicans, this man that just speak about the work condition and talk, say not take no bad up. And guess what them do with him? Listen to this. Me show us a Jamaica a dictatorship country. This is a police union. This is the New York police union chief. Want to listen to these things, people. Jamaica people, me show you. The union chief, New York Sergeant Benevolent, New York Sergeant Benevolent Association president. But listen to the man. Listen to him talk.
He's president of the New York Sergeants Benevolent Association. It's great to see you, Ed. Okay, the nation's largest police union, it's good to see you. The National Fraternal Order Police saying politicians and the media are gaslighting the public, saying that the rise in crime, that cops are to blame for that. What do you say to that?
I agree with the FOP that the media did not tell the full story. We just heard from the governor. Just last year, they called everything a peaceful protest, but they were riots. They were lighting police cars on fire. They were looting. Cops were injured. The public was injured. And to add insult to injury, in New York, the district attorneys declined to prosecute these individuals. The policies that have been put in place is not just about defunding. It's about allowing crime to grow with a hands-off policy. They have neutered law enforcement across the country with draconian types of policies that are basically put in place to indict law enforcement officers and not the criminals. So I support the FOP in their statement.
Listen, man.
Sir, I want you to listen to the media here, mocking the idea of defunding the police and violence, and then we're going to listen to victims' families. Let's first watch the media on this. Watch.
Democratic cities are in chaos right now. Is this what you want from Joe Biden? And they're going to take your country away, and they're taking down the statues. And
crime is rising as they defund police.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. And they get defunding police. It's like,
I think that there are a lot of police unions and GOP operatives that would like for us to believe that this recent crime wave has everything to do with this idea of defunding the police. But guess what, Stephanie? The police haven't been defunded. So this rising crime is not the fault of the movement. It's actually the fault of the police.
Okay, a lot of criticism of that. Sit tight, Ed. By the way, the nation's 50 largest cities did cut their police budgets by more than 5%. Listen to the victims' families. Watch this.
Go to hell. You can go to hell. And excuse my expression, but you took something that was precious from me, precious from my son, something precious from his mother, and we will never see him. He cannot come back.
Come here, meet with us, face us, stay here for a weekend. For the love of God, just come here and say something to us, the people that are freaking voting for you and depend on you to take care of us. Where are you? Show your face to us. Do something. Don't just sit there and let your city go down to the ruins.
Ed, you can hear the desperation and pain. The first was a grandmother who lost her toddler infant grandson. The second was a woman in Minneapolis who has to hide in the bathtub or her bed with her children in her arms as bullets enter neighborhood homes. Go ahead.
I can only say that, listening to the victims, that the elected politicians are outwardly lying by blaming the police for these crimes to occur. And they should be ashamed of themselves. They should be embarrassed. And what they're doing is they're lacking in leadership to correct the policy that they put in place that has contributed to the death of many victims across this country.
What is different from our own James, I say? This person should be embarrassed. Shame yourself. Lie. Did Ron James say that? Did Corporal Ron James say that?
The police for these crimes to occur. And they should be ashamed of themselves. They should be embarrassed. And what they're doing is they're lacking in leadership to correct the policy that they put in place.
Enter neighborhood homes.
He called them lying, people.
I can only say that, listening to the victims, that the elected politicians are outwardly lying by blaming the police for these crimes to occur. And they should be ashamed of themselves. They should be embarrassed. And what they're doing is they're lacking in leadership to correct the policy that they put in place that has contributed to the death of many victims across this country. They are no different than the actual people who are squeezing the triggers of these guns, killing.
You hear what I said? More politician? All right, but continue.
And they have the opportunity to fix it, but now they pivot and they're trying to blame the police. The truth of the matter is, it's the police who are speaking for the victims. We're the ones picking the bodies up in the street and notifying them.
Ron James is speaking up for the victim. He's speaking up for all of us. We overseas, the whole body of force. All of us people want to see a better force. We want to see crime fight better. But we continue official. Listen to me.
We only see the mayor. We only see the governors show up when it's a person of notoriety. Why did it take a mayor to get involved in a Times Square shooting when we had a 1-year-old child that was shot in Brooklyn last year? There was no outcry for a poor black child that was shot last year, but a tourist shot in the city of New York in Times Square drew attention. It just isn't supposed to be that way. But the police responded to all of these incidents. I sympathize for those families, and I believe that every elected official that put these policies in place should step down in disgrace. And it's up to the voters to backlash against them. This is not the police union.
Listen.
How did Mayor de Blasio do? Go ahead, Ed. How did Mayor de Blasio do? How did he perform? How did Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot perform? The mayors of Minneapolis and Los Angeles. Go ahead.
Destroyed the city of New York. Single-handedly destroyed the city of New York. His police commissioners have followed in his footsteps, knowing that they did wrong. Yeah, Commissioner Bratton, Commissioner O'Neill, Commissioner Shea, knowing that the policies he put in place were not going to work. Mayor Lightfoot should be ashamed of herself. Chicago is controlled by mostly African-American political officials, and she's allowing children and people to be gunned down in the street on a regular basis. The police in Chicago have been struggling for years, and they're not getting the support. And this is going on across the country, as is in the city of Portland. Portland is now advertising to show that it's a place that is adopting for change, to bring tourism there. People are leaving Portland. The residents of Portland are leaving. Why? Because the mayor and the city council have all put policies in place to make the city unsafe. Major cities across this country have been destroyed. And being here in New York City, we can't get rid of de Blasio fast enough.
Okay. All right, Ed Mullins, thanks for joining us. Thank you.
That was from Fox News. People, I want to understand. Do you get it now? Let me try to go. Not more in about me have to play it for make you get me play 3 of them to show you what democracy look like and sound like. What is going on in Jamaica? Is that democracy? When this man come out and speak, the man say no shame, no lie. He call him liar. A shame. You know, slam them. You know, people. Look all what I hear a while ago. All the bun in my bun, all the president. The president must shut his mouth. Your police chief, I tell the president, say what? Shut his mouth. That basically, if it's not a good thing, we say, shut your ass. Kind of like how we Jamaica talk. Police chief, I tell the president of the United States, if him not nothing to say, shut him mouth. Make me listen one more time what this man get interdicted for. Take him travel documents, take away. I want to police to know what him there. And next of kin. No police dirty at Jamaica, the dirty work. They probably want silence. We don't trust them. I would never make them know me that. You're mad? Would you people? Make me listen what Mr. Rowan James say. We just listen to all of that. Make me listen to this.
Our high command and councils of deputies that the federation is not going to be muzzled, intimidated, nor bamboozled. We negotiate with government, not with high command. The council of deputies have no moral authority to tell us what to do when a court orders that we are to be paid overtime work and for service, that they should put in place a mechanism.
People, members say them owe the police, you know. Members say them owe the police, man, and there's a attack, you know. They talk about the chief.
To capture hours so that the membership can be paid.
The chief, we hear slam the president, you know. He not talk about no pay raise, you know. He not about overtime pay. He not talk about working condition. But he must slam the president, say the president must what? Shut him out. If he's not good to say, shut him out. You hear the next one and say, the politicians tell lie. They should be ashamed of themselves and all that. Remember, you know, them hold this man, you know. Them promise things and not get, you know. So this man have all the right to be frustrated on behalf of the rest of police them and us. Because they can't serve us efficient enough. So this man have all right to be angry, but still, he not call them stupid, you know. He not tell them to shut them mouth, you know. He not call them liar, you know. But listen to the man, I say people, and this man get interdicted. My punishment Jamaica dictatorship.
I also want to say to our high command and councils of deputies that the federation is not going to be muzzled, intimidated, nor bamboozled. We negotiate with government, not with high command. The council of deputies have no moral authority to tell us what to do when a court orders that we are to be paid overtime work and for service, that should put in place a mechanism to capture hours so that the membership can be paid. I am not going to negotiate with high command. Let the records be made clear that the battle lines have been drawn. Speak to the court.
The court already ruling now.
I also want to say to the high command.
The government have violated the court order now.
That the council of deputies must focus on their areas assigned to them and to leave the issue of capping hours work, because this federation that I lead is not going to be submissive to the place where rank and file membership leaves the citizens of Jamaica compromised in their safety.
Police, if you not watch this, the man is a good man. Him one of them can't buy out. You think they're not trying to buy him out? Jamaica, you think they're not trying to shut this man down and buy him out? May I ask you a question one more time? Since this man on the radio trying to fight for police, you think they're not trying to silence a man and buy him out? No money can stop this man. This man is a man of integrity. I don't know him. He's not my neighbor. I don't go to school with him. Never met him yet. But I've been following this brother. I know how Jamaica stay. It's so easy for a man to take money and go one side and be quiet. Police, stick by this man. He's a good man.
It will never happen under my watch. Mark my word. And I also want to say to High Command and to our Commissioner, God helps you if the membership is not paid their overtime come this month.
Really?
I am tired of the abuse being meted out and believing that persons can call me to intimidate me.
You know what do the man?
I have not seen the man nor woman that is going to lead me into fear so that I will retreat from doing what the
people. Do you think all them man will call Trump shut him mouth? You think nobody will call the chief and the intimidating? You think all them man will call politicians stupid and liar and all them thing? You think nobody will call them and intimidating? People, what is going on in Jamaica? Is that democracy? Continue.
Membership have asked of me to do. When I was elected, it is because I have the capacity, the will, and the power to do it. We are entrenched in law as a police federation body, and nobody is going to compromise it. Politics nor nothing will come in the path of the execution of the federation's role. Bear that in mind.
People put the job on the line for all of us. This man places job on the line.
I'm sure Dr. Notice has never seen me in the building before, but oftentimes I will take a few moments to come in to have my spiritual empowerment.
Yo, people, this is a man that was out there speaking for all of us people. The whole of we. The whole of we people. The whole of we. The whole of we to clot. The whole of we. So them want to silence everybody at Jamaica. Like how them silence, lock up the pastor will speak against Andrew Onis. People, it's a right. When you talk about Chang, the Minister of National Security that's over the police force, his name is in WikiLeaks as a criminal. The Minister of National Security, his name is WikiLeaks, looking like an old criminal. Go look on it. And the Minister of National Security now, and Deputy Prime Minister. All Minister of National Security over the police. Police are telling me, you know, say them already know him. Police are telling me, say, them already know who Chang is. Police are telling me, say, them hate to go out and take order from Chang, knowing that the Minister of National Security name is in WikiLeaks, in a them bad light there. A bunch of criminal. Nobody can talk about them. But say, what a day when for the day come. What a day when on the day come, and it will come. Let me read one more time after the man talk like that. The man never called him a fool. The man never said shut your mouth like a police chief up and tell president to shut them out. That's called democracy. In Jamaica, there's no democracy. Talk against the prime minister, I've got to apologize. On live video. What do you think that is? So let me read it one more time, people. Notice of interdiction, number 847, Corporal Rowan James, Kingston, Western Division. Take notice. The following investigation into remarks you made on July 15, 2023 at the funeral service for the late Constable Damian Blair and the Old Harbour New Testament Church of God in the parish of St. Catherine. The Commissioner of Police has directed that disciplinary action be taken against you at a court of inquiry. It is therefore desirous and in the public's interest that you cease to perform duties in keeping with Regulation 35(1) of the Police Service Regulations 1961. You are hereby interdicted for duty to receive and you are interdicted from duty and to receive 3/4 salary with immediate effect. Them cut him pay, travel documents seized, and they must report to them like him a criminal. So, how you understand the people? Like a sexual predator don't report to police. Police don't know where they live. But this man treat this man like some. We go continue. Take further notice. That is in keeping with Regulation 35(4) of the Police Service Regulation 1961. You are to hereby hand over your Jamaica Constabulary Force Identification Card and all items of government property in your possession on receipt of this notice. Take further notice that in keeping with Regulation 35(5) of the Police Service Regulation 1961, you are not to leave the island of Jamaica without the permission of the Governor General, Any application to leave the island must be made to Senior Superintendent of Police in charge of Kingston Western Division no later than 2 months before the intended departure date, in keeping with Force Orders number 3668, Part 1, Sub number 4, dated September 21, 2017. Take further notice that in keeping with Regulation 35.5 of the Police Service Regulation 1961, you are to give the Senior Superintendent of Police Kingston Division the address at which you can be located. You are also to provide a phone number and an email at which you can be contacted, as well as a similar information for your next of kin. They talk about a bunch of criminal police and criminal politicians. If you know you there, they would know me, the brother. And people, the man did not bow. They wanted him to apologize for his statement. He did not rescind his statement. He stood his ground. Brother, I respect you. And every man going to do that. Now I tell you right now, it's not everybody going to do that. That brother have integrity. I have to ask none of you, so I don't know him. The man will not take back him chat, apologize for what him said. On behalf of the police force, him do it for all of us. This brother here sacrificed his job for all of us. Remember Carlos tell you that. He sacrificed his job for all of us. But it shouldn't be like that. Can the brother didn't do nothing to lose his job? I already played tapes a while ago. He man tell the president to shut him out. And there are tons and tons and tons of other tapes out there. Police are saying even worse to the president of the United States of America. And get into no trouble. Because what he said was covered under freedom of speech. Me play the tape about the police chief who is a Trump supporter, crazy maniac. He must love Trump so much till they bring it at the police station. They have all type of stuff at the station. And the people in the neighborhood don't like it. But the police chief have a right. His rights. Even though you might not like it, it is covered under his rights. When the politician them there are going to go over. I say, you know, so everything mixed up in Jamaica, you know. Government control everything. That's why a politician can look down a station and tell people to come out. That's why Horace Chang did that day. Let out man out of jail. We bought a patrol down an immigration that I want. Remember when the man will come in and disrespect the immigration officer? And them have been on 17, 14 lock him up. And what Horace Chang do? Get called in the middle of the night. 11 o'clock at night. Horace Chang let out him friend them. When disrespect immigration officers down at airport. Horace Chang did what? Call on a man to go be that they will release somebody with disrespect and violate the workers them down at airport. The workers them at airport, they're mad. They're angry, they feel demoralized. Them think they might do something by disciplining this man who came through the airport disrespectful and threatening. They say was threatening. They said the man was threatening their lives at the airport. They did the right thing, arrested him at 14 down Barnett Street. What Horace Chang did? Horace Chang so stretch over the immigration people them shoulder, over the police them, and release that man. What that do? Demoralize the force, demoralize immigration, make them look like a piece of crap, just like how the police them a while ago. They are demoralized. Must I tell you many, many times, I'm going to say that again, that Andrew Owen's administration come to mash up the country. This brother come to finish what Siag have left off. May I tell you over and over, I'm going to tell you again. Look around you in Jamaica if everything is not off. Like, it's not the way it's supposed to be. Never ever has it been this way. You never seen it like that. We have never seen air traffic controller strike. We have never seen immigration worker strike. NHT worker strike. National Water Commission worker strike. RGD worker strike. People. Jamaica Information Service people strike. Waste management strike. Nurse strike, teacher strike, police march, garbage now pick up, contractors of the government coming out and protesting and embarrassing the government, the newspaper. The government is not paying the people who make the nutri products. They have to come out in the paper and embarrass the government. There's a company out there who make school uniform for Jamaica, one high school in Jamaica. They embarrass the government. They call the government not paying them. Why would these people have to come out in the paper and make noise and say the government not paying them and stuff on the inside? Eh? You have funeral parlor in Jamaica where the government owe over $100 million for pauper burial. All the government order them have to come out in the paper. Come embarrass the government. Tell me now, which contractor, you have man who have a local business, a local factory, and they get government contract. And the best thing ever. Everybody want a government contract. Government might pay a little bit less. We are thinking about the large volume of school clothes you have to go make or the bakings you have to go do for a Nutri product. You understand me? You might get a little bit less, but a large batch, large volume, so you can get more money. So when you see a contractor come out and bash the government that employ them for money, embarrass them in the paper, people in the country are mash up. We're telling them to a long time enough. What more do you want? See there, yesterday, change the constitution to give a friend a job, keep a friend in. The constitution means nothing to you that you can look at our constitution like a piece of toilet paper. Change it to keep a friend in office. DPP, what's so special about Paula? Not enough evidence. What's so special about her? You have 6 politicians to be prosecuted right now to have illicit gains, have more money than what they earn. Them can't tell for it if a prime minister who have not declared his assets. Integrity Commission cannot verify a prime minister's asset for years. Said prime minister have not signed a code of conduct, and they have all his minions in parliament lined up with him. He's just a corrupt bunch of people. Made no commitment to us that they might come do the right thing in office. And these corrupt set of people, at them I deal with this brother so. This brother of integrity. Because I know in my heart, I'm not talking, but I know Jamaica stay. Somebody probably come to this man already, try to buy him out, to silence him. You don't have to go so far, brother, little this and that. Just like they want him to apologize. But the brother refused to apologize, thus go upon the interdiction, right? And so the man sacrificed his job on behalf of all of us. This should hurt on the people. This should not stand. But hey, nobody came out and said that when them change the constitution for Paula Llewellyn. It's just another day for a lot of us. Nobody see the danger in this that Andrew Onis and his minions, because he have the majority in parliament there. So they will go with anything Andrew will do. They will go with it. Let me tell you something. Like I'm going to say, Jamaica is ripe for dictatorship. Ripe. Perfect. It's at the perfect spot for the dictatorship. You have a bunch of people who don't talk, they don't fight back, they don't speak up, they don't protest. Nothing about them. Boom and rum they want. Curry goat and rice they want. $5,000 they want. They don't see nothing. See, Andrew Onis tell them to stay in the yard, they all on obey, stay in the yard. We see a bunch of, when the rest of Caribbean country protest the same lockdown order there. Jamaica was the only country that ever protested. And Andrew finally said, get to know this, so. Him got to know. If a man can stay them yard, I know. One man, boom, why not give myself 300% raise? Them not say nothing again, eh? They not say nothing about that, now test them again. Maybe test them with the Constitution. Maybe test them with the Constitution. Maybe test something with the Constitution. People remember now, there's a committee that is reviewing the Constitution, you know. They amended the Constitution. There's a committee, a group of people, you know. Andrew never got to them, you know. When they might change it for parallel with it, you know. And by law, he's supposed to go to the opposition, you know, when I touch the Constitution, you know. Andrew Onis did not go with them, and them justice minister and all of them run around, pay illegality, man, violate the what? Constitution. Andrew Onis don't respect the Constitution. He think it's a piece of toilet paper. You know, my people, thank you for watching my video. And as usual, I'm always a student in your guys' class. So make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If this is your first time on this platform, you like what we do over here, me and the people in the comment section who want to join this family, go ahead and subscribe. You do not have to do it right now. You can always go and come back and check out the videos and come back right here. If you don't like what we do, don't come over here in a bag of doodle. I'll kick you out and block you. Find another page with the rage. Alright? Find another page with the rage, people, because things are going to Jamaica that's serious, and they burn me how them treat this man. And me already play tapes and show them what democracy look like. What is going on in Jamaica is dictatorship. Do you understand me? All right. Sad. Out your people, out there. Jano. People are singing. Yes, bad man. And you must go, people. Now register to vote. You can't pull me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy land. You touch a line and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. What we go to in no money, what we at you in no at you. Go be money, miss you, wait in the year to rat you. Use the youth, the money, raise a must have anti-statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a big at you. Take this bit of money, God, and say that is not you. One day the man above you, no, not gonna stop you. But it in the kitchen, some of my well like a bathroom. I sing as and DJs and social media, so be natural. It burn me, 100% free. It burn me, garbage pile up the day. It burn me, give the teacher them raise. It burn me, I see corruption fee. It burn me. People, remember what I'm saying now? That Andrew want to put it into law to get state of emergency, also permanent. So you can violate your sons and your daughters, boy. It's not deemed illegal. Like what the judge just did a while ago. Piss me off, you know? Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. Gonna release a song this weekend. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. Can't buy sand. Can mix and master right now as we speak. Let me cheer myself, people. Cheer myself, you know. Piss me off, burn me. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy land. You touch a line and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. What we go to be no money, what we at you, in no at you. Go be money, miss you, wait in the year, we corrupt you. Use the youth, the money, raise a must have anti-statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a big at you. Take this bit of money, God, and say that is not you. One day, the man above you, no, not gonna stop you. But it in the kitchen, some of my well like a bathroom. My singers and DJs and social media, so we natural. It burn me, 100% free. It burn me, garbage pile up the day. It burn me, give the teacher them raise. It burn me, I see corruption fee. It burn me, mash down the people them out. It burn me, every day I fear arms out. It burn me, I fear money them a teeth. It burn me, and them a sell out the beach. Can't fool the people, can't fool me. You can't pull me again. You bust the song of this weekend. So the whole of you can play it. Spread it. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy line. You touch a line and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. But me say big up all the charities and all of the giver. Some a go like say them powerful, me no bigger. The hotel the promise it on and never deliver. Cut up the youth, they rappelling down in our river. Remember bold money and they lie them tell. Corruption spell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell. Come and show people stand and think where them sell. It burn me. Or they treat the market man. It burn me. Or them a treat the cat man. It burn me. Or they treat the peanut man. It burn me. Or them a treat the dirt man. It burn me. Pull it up. I'll play it again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. Have a cold office. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy time. Can't buy sand and we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. Can't pull me again, people. Can't pull me again. You have to come out, Andrew. Hold me down for a very long time. Wicked man. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy land. You touch a line and we're life on that trip. You can't pull me again. What we go to be no money, what we at you, in no at you. Go be money, miss you, wait in the year, little rat you. Use the youth, the money, raise a must have anti-statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a big at you. Take this bit of money, God, and say that is not you. One day, the man above you, no, him not gonna stop you. But it in the kitchen, some of my well like a bathroom. My singers and DJs and social media, so we natural. It burn me, 100% free. It burn me, garbage pile up the day. It burn me, give the teacher them raise. It burn me, I see corruption fee. It burn me, mash down the people them out. It burn me, every day I fear arms out. It burn me, I fear money them a teeth. It burn me, and them a sell out the beach. Okay, let me show you something else while I go on. What I was told. Did you know that, people may hear this, it is alleged that police commissioner, driver, he was at the JCF as a Lance Corporal. He was his driver, the police commissioner when he was at the army. Him Lance Corporal was a driver of a JDF. But they move him, police commissioner move him to the police force. Now listen to me now. Lance Corporal of the army move, come to DC, district constable. And within 2 to 3 months later, the man is appointed as assistant superintendent of police, and now he's around the police commissioner. He was the police commissioner driver at the army. This is allegation. Police are telling me this, you know. A police from the force are telling me this, or they are pissed off, you know. When you constantly F them around, you know. When already have an army man in there, demoralize the force. Now people, them know what they are doing, you know. Mr. Andrew know everything we do. Education, health, crime, Andrew know everything we do. Him know just to mash up the force and demoralize the thing. Him know what he doing, you know. So bring a man from over army and bring come up past everybody head who are waiting a line, waiting for the door to open. Police are come from beat, go in a gutter, 2 lane, go to all type of stuff, get them 1 stripe, them 2 stripe, them 3 stripe. Over the years, they end up in them khaki suit. Police up on top of the ladder, up on the doorstep there, up on the landing, waiting for the commissioner's door to open so they could sit around that table, one of them. But when the door was open, guess who was sitting around the table? Anthony Anderson, handpicked again by Andrew Honest. Dictator move. Dictator move, handpicked by Andrew Honest. Go all the way in the military, go pick the police commissioner. Demoralize all those men and women standing on the stairs who were coming from beat. Through the dirty water, through the gully, through the gunshot and whistle for them. They've earned them khaki clothes. They would have qualified to become police commissioner. But no, Andrew Honest, I him run Jamaica. Just like me, here's him and his wife are build gas station on a big bridge. It's alleged that Andrew Honest's wife a build gas station on a big bridge. And a place that him not supposed to build by the river, where the river and the sea meet. In a swampy area, the people don't have say they dump up Pier Mall down, they don't stop dump up Mall because the place gets swampy. No gas station must have built right there, so Andrew Honest's wife a build gas station on a big bridge down at Savlamar. These people appears as if they can do anything, whatever they want to do. Jamaica for them. One day the rice I got swallow, you know. I promise you. Know. A police are telling me this, you know. A police are telling me this, you know. Police are telling me, say, Andrew Honest's wife, I build gas station on a big bridge, you know. These are some serious allegations, you know. While them in an office, a suck with dry. I don't go $800 million sitting in my bill. Them hand everywhere. Construction, truck, pan road, people, them no hungry people. All them greedy, sir. And when money want, somebody want. How them I do the money? Me I hear, you know. A long time I hear this, you know. So Andrew Honest's wife a build gas station down a South. Right a big bridge. Right at the swamp, in a swamp where NEPA shouldn't allow them to build. But they go build gas station in a swamp on the side of the river. Should have never, my police are telling me this. Why? The police is demoralized. The police paycheck in Jamaica is not steady. The police is from April, May. When the politicians them give them a raise, when them give themselves pay raise, the police pay have not been steady up till today. Police say they will get $18,000 and they will get $20,000. Police will lose about $1,000 for people. I saw the police pay go. The police can't make no plan after them paycheck because it might be short this month. The police tell me say don't know how much him get this month because it might be short. See how them demoralize the force? You see how you make crime take over? You see how you mash up the force and make a bunch of people don't want to go fight crime on our behalf. Simple. How you mash up the force? Underfund them. Don't give them a tool for go fight crime. No bulletproof vest, no proper weaponry. And on top of that, not only that, to really mash them up now, don't give them proper pay. And not only that, cut them pay. Some month them get this, some month them get that. This is how you make crime take over Jamaica. This is how you make crime take over Jamaica. How you mash up the schools? How you mash up the schools? Right after COVID, you come out to last year and lock up teachers. We don't got college and have the credential. You come out to last year and lock them up. That's how you mash up the education system. And the ones who left and decide they want to stay in Jamaica because they don't want to leave. How you mash them there? How you mash up them there? The ones that would decide they want to leave. How you mash up education? The one that would decide, say, I'm not going to run off like the rest of the teachers, I'll stay here. How you mash them up? You make them go months without pay. Months without pay. Teachers. Months without pay. You think I like me tell? How you mash up education? I show you now. All the recipe people them know them I do. Because it's simple. If you want to mash up education, simple people may tell them to mash it up. How do you mash up education? Threaten them with arrests. Run them when they want to stay behind. You got many go months without pay. Good job, anti-owners, don't it? See, police them the same thing. How you mash up the police force? How you make crime kill a nation? How you make the youth them pick up gun and flood the street? This is it. That's how you do it. What is going on now? That's exactly how it's done. How you destroy a country. That is right here. Simple. How you destroy a country? In a few steps right there. Andrew Onis is destroying Jamaica people. I don't know what Andrew Onis, the people of Jamaica have done that man. But people, all I see, nothing coming good. And remember the day of video. I'm saying, teachers, there ain't nothing good coming for you under this administration. Police, ain't nothing good for you coming under this administration. Nurse, nothing good coming under this administration. PR lies, cons and trick, PR stunt. How you gonna believe a bunch of liar and con man? Eh? Prime Minister take out the money out of SSL before SSL shut down. And now there's no investigation for insider trading. And you know what me I look at? Before me hang up. I was telling somebody this morning. Because while I was reading stuff about the Russia stuff here, Derek Pascal, he's the man who control the Russian oligarch, control the Russian bauxite mine in Jamaica. That's why you understand. Russian oligarch is in charge of the bauxite mine in Jamaica. We call it Rasal or whatever they want to call it. Some bauxite mine. A bunch of sitting out of Jamaica. But anyway, Russian oligarch. Then decided to them come down upon him. Sanctions. Peer slap. Me and the man in him called so many times in the news. Not in the right way. Right? I never know sir him own bauxite mine in Jamaica. I swear to God. I never know sir him own bauxite mine in Jamaica. There are sanctions coming. And them know about this because the US been threatening long time and speaking and Jamaica see what go on. He begged me for wonder, is it the reason why Andrew Onis taking money to SSL? Me no know. But there's a check. Me no know. Me no know. Maybe for sanction, me no know. Me no know why. But anyway, whatever reason it be, we need to know. Me beg for wonder again, this later stuff with Mr. Chin, Lee Chin. Why am I sell off things so? I mean, sanction come and affect we. Me no know. Me no know. Me no know. Me no know. Me idea. Me no know. Me just ask question. Why? Why them give themselves 300% raise? Because they know the sanction come here. Andrew Onis say out their mouth say him give them a big raise. So next year they don't have to suffer no wage freeze. Yesterday, said next year these politicians the wage freeze don't have to bother them. If go back and check the tapes if you don't hear Andrew say something like that. That him give them this fat raise. So next year they don't have to worry about no wage freeze. What wage freeze is coming? Why are we gonna have a wage freeze? We also read where Russia say, where America say. Anybody who have anything to do with the Russian business in Jamaica, them are pay. You have that collateral damage, like the little people, them company that work for these people, them come down for you with sanction too. If you have anything that you facilitate, maybe the people with the big trucks, them at Jamaica with all dirt and them stuff there, with the Russians and all them thing there. And Jamaica out there facilitate that the Russian by Chinese plant, them should do it in the people. And Jamaica and Guyana fight. I talk about say if them get rid of the Russian in the country, the economic downturn and the struggle and blah blah blah. Till Jamaica themselves even offered to buy the bauxite mine back from the Russian man. Remember the Russian oligarch control 93%. 93%. So Jamaica wanted to buy it back. I don't think the US are going to allow that. So Jamaica push it. So right there, so the US look at Jamaica brain. What one of the brain? Stick stuck in the ears? I said, sanction Jamaica. What the hell you coming to me about buying off this and buying off that for? And telling me about the economic struggles. I said, sanction. Boss, can we buy the equipment? Boss, can we? We hear that China buy the Russian equipment in Jamaica. Listen to me, people coming a ratty idiot. Is a China buy of the Russian asset in Jamaica? How do they buy it? Because Russian can use the American banking system. All right. How them buy it? Cryptocurrency. Not true. All right. Hold on there. People have to start reading my brain and open up, you know. And things at Jamaica start make more sense to me, you know, people. So now we are look back on, you remember you hear upon Will Rattigan, when you hear Dr. John Lennon spoke about, and he come on my program, Dr. John Lennon, spoke about bauxite mine being sold for what? $1 US? You hear about that, people? Bauxite mine being sold for $1 US? Jamaica people come here. I first when I hear that, bauxite mine in Jamaica sold for $1 US. Well, if you don't hear, did you guys hear that? Am I alone? Sandra Jones said, yes, she hear that. You believe that, Sandra? So now I start reading more. I read about how they do these things with the cryptocurrency. I believe I don't know, dollar feet. You mean dollar and the books. But cryptocurrency in the dark web. People, I might be wrong, you know, people. I might just be wrong. But me know be a man, but I can't see things. People, remember them tell us, say, bauxite mine in Jamaica sell for $1. And we look and say, how the hell them look on bauxite mine sell for $1? You believe that? I believe them sell it for real money, cryptocurrency. To go under the American radar. And Jamaica, see what they look at them facilitate all them bandole thing to go round. You call it sanction breaking. And Chinese is involved in sanction breaking. You know what I'm talking about? It is called sanction breaking. The Chinese are involved in sanction breaking. That's why to break the sanction that is on Russia, Chinese go buy them stuff. And Jamaica sit down out there and allow them. Do you understand what I say? Where is Rocky Mead? Sister, family, I don't know where that brother is right now. He's probably in the Bahamas on the beach, in a bathing trunks and barefoot. I don't know about people. Do you hear me say so? I want to understand me. So some people are talking about this and that. Real sanction will come. We don't know if it started already, you know. Based on what the Prime Minister, the allegation and him coming to the airport, you know, to the regular TSA, the allegation of him, you know, take off him shoes and him belt and may have squat and coughed. We don't know. These are some serious allegations and, you know, them come and say a lie. So, Jamaica will get a second round of, and I will do a video and I will read the stuff that I've learned for you guys. I did research, people, and the deeper you get, the deeper you see that Jamaica have them in this stuff, people. It's not just about the gay stuff. I tell you, say Jamaica have Gay Pride Month in August. Jamaica have the flag at the embassy. The university students are doing them thing. Andrew want to say gays are welcome in his cabinet. So what the gay row about? I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just trying to tell you the people. Sanction is coming because of what they might do with this China and Russia. So they have China and Russia like they might play America over there. You understand me? I say? I go around the thing. They have China and Russia, I go around the thing. You know what the thing is? The sanction. It's called sanction breaking. So what's going on in Jamaica? I don't know if Jamaica is facilitating, standing aside and watching Russia and China play with America or over there like America not seeing anything. This ain't good for us. Because you hear them talk about, yes, China bought Russian stuff up there. Try to take this stuff off of Russian hand. Like them say that talk, screw America. We go buy for you, okay? We buy for you. Where we go buy it at? Where did it happen at? Who facilitated? Where did it happen? It got to go to some government stuff. I mean, you don't see them in the field. I mean, where the transaction took place. Just in the field, on the backside mine, you sign some document, me sign some document. Government now nothing to do with it in Jamaica. The government of Jamaica have nothing to do with it. We are talking about if you sell a backside mine. Right? It's just like when you buy a car. You have to go register it, government system, right? License, insurance, and all that thing there. So once you go register it in your name, then it go to the system, right? So when they buy a big thing like a bauxite mine, all the government stay away from that. And have nothing to do with that. So China and Russia, they are Jamaica. The two of them meeting at the bauxite mine for one dusty dirt road with them briefcase out there. But all by themselves, government not there. How you get rid of a bauxite mine with the government involved? Help me in the comment section. Some of you guys are more brain than me, you know, man. Some of the head big gonna care wear hat. How do you get rid of a bauxite mine without the government involvement, like certain office have to sign off, or you have to get certain document from certain office in Jamaica, like the Ministry of Mining and Energy. You understand me? Do you understand me, I say? May I ask you now? If you see me, I say, people, so but I say ask, you know, because some things don't make no sense, you know. And then the news media ask this relevant question, you know, and we have to read this stuff, and it bother me. I'm never put out, Mr. Ratted. All these sanctions hanging over Jamaica, and the poor people, them don't know, you know. They don't know that Russia and China, they are Jamaica, are play with America. It's called sanction breaking. Sanction breaking. Can't say me tell you, you know. And for China to steal Jamaica and buy Russian stuff. You think America is going to take that? You think America is just going to break the sanction? Do you think America is just going to walk away and say, when you don't do it again, you hear me? Just if you do it one more time. Do you think America is going to break the sanction? Do you think America is going to sit aside and say, don't do it again? But that's what I ask guys who know America good. Do you think America is just going to, you there Jamaica, under the government, watchful eyes of our government, facilitating sanction breaking? How China get to buy stuff from Russia who is under America sanction at Jamaica? How that happen? That's what I ask you now. It's just a deal between China and Russia. Nobody know, man. We meet on one road and pick up truck, man, dusty in our boot and on dusty road, and we sign paper. All right, take the plant. Yeah, take the plant. No government office not involved. And no documents go through government stuff. Jamaica government don't know about it. So you think the US are stupid? All right. Huh. So Jamaica go to the government, US government, and tell them say they want to buy. So China buy peace, and Jamaica want to buy peace. Jamaica want to get involved in the sanction breaking themselves by taking the Russian asset off of them, buying the plant off of them. Do you understand what Jamaica is doing? Because a stupidity, they're not sensitive people. People are not sensitive. We don't know where the people come from, you know. Jamaica want to get partake in the sanction breaking. So if Jamaica go buy Russian asset, it's called sanction breaking. So when the US drop a sanction on you, they don't care what you're going to do with the asset. They could have turned dust right there and freeze. You could have scraped up and go up on the high seas. They don't care. They want to feel it. It's called sanction for a reason. So you have the Chinese buy off piece of the asset in Jamaica. It's called sanction breaking. You know. Serious thing about now. And they have Jamaica step up to the place. I'm ready to buy one more piece. So now, USA, we're going to see a flood of sanction in a way, among us. Yes, and there's anybody who would facilitate this mine. Remember, the mine is sanctioned, you know. Jamaica knows it's sanctioned. But somebody out there probably have them trucks. I work with them, some big trucking company or some company. You know what kind of work with this mine do, you know? What kind of service do they provide for this mine? Secondary sanctions. Some sanctions are come. People, me read it. Me never ask nobody this question. This is not, I don't know, nobody tell me this stuff. Me read it for myself. All right? Me read this for myself, people. Sanctions will be coming. We don't know if they are Jamaica already. Because Jamaica, they out there. Them and China and Russia play with America behind them back. Look at it. Have China out there buy off Russia stuff after. You know, say Russia is under sanction. It's like a backstabbing move. You want money from America and if you get visa to come to America, but you're in China, round the corner play hokey pokey, hanky panky. That's why you hear Maxwell Waters. You hear her? You hear? They not play. These people don't play with Russia. They don't play, people. Republican or Democrat, no matter who come in the power, you know. Them serious, you know. It's only Donald Trump that play around, you know. All right, Karen, so I'm going to tell you. So sanctions coming. I don't know if it's why, Mr. The bank man has sell off him stuff because he get involved. I don't know what kind of service he may have provided the Russians. Where did the money go? The Russian money. When they make the money from the mine, where the money go? How they pay the people? What system they run the money through for payroll? What bank them get the money out of for payroll? Because them say have about 1,200 people working there. What bank they use for payroll? Remember, you know, companies what? Striked. Right? How these people get paid who work for them? There got to be some bank that the money go to so make payroll in their account. So who facilitate the company financial? I mean, I don't know people. I ask question. It just make me look the more I read my salary. Maybe that's why them there sell off and sit them already at them big yacht. Me don't know. I read and me don't know. People, everything is out there. If you look for it, everything is out there for the internet. So that's what we find on the internet, people. Yeah, so sanction are come. I don't know if it's there already. When you hear Maxine Waters, they say them people back Congress, they not play Russia. Them hear about the sanction breaking. You think America is just going to say, please kindly don't do it again. The next time we do it, we're going to... People, do you think that's how America play? Do you think America is going to say, when them here say, China and Russia play them in Jamaica? I don't think going on, Andrew Willis administration allow sanction breaking for going to Jamaica. And them even put up themselves to break the sanction too by buying the Russian asset. Dumbasses. What advise these people? We would have never said that to America. It's called sanction breaking. Somebody would only go to America with that. America saw the brain there. You traitor, you. I thought it was on my side, man. All right, guys. I open up, get a little bit of knowledge today. And share the knowledge in the people. Let me bounce me one song one more time. And then we cut out. You hear? Let's dance with the people. Come on. Yo.
Can't hold me again.
Hey.
Can't hold me again. You hold me down for a very
think about what we're telling them.
Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't hold me again. Can't hold me again. You can't hold me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch a blind and a resort to crime. You can't hold me again. What we gonna do in the money, what we at you in the at you. Moving money, miss you, wait in the yellow to rat you. Use the youth, the money, we supposed to match the statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a big at you. Take this bit of money, God, and like say that is not you. One day, the man about to know him, I got top you. But it in the kitchen, from a five like a patrol. My singers and DJs and social media, so we not you. It burn me, 100% free. It burn me, garbage, follow me day. It burn me, give the teacher the raise. It burn me, I see corrupt.
Burn me.
It burn me, mash down the people they out. It burn me, every day I appear and so. It burn me, appear money them a tea.
Big up transfer, BCS, Smith.
Can't hold me again. You can't hold me again.
Peter Flynn, big up. JP, big up. Janet Jones, Love, and Davis. Love, Jason, Kane, Ransford McLean, BCS Smith, Alec Foster.
You can't hold me again.
Win. Win Evans, big up. Norman Ferguson. People can play one more time. People.
Can't hold me again.
You see it greedy? Choke puppy.
You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life.
I challenge them to come see a life, me I tell you.
You can't fool me again.
What the line there?
Can't fool me again.
Everything me tell you now
Can't fool me again.
is on the internet, you know.
Hold me down for a very long time.
All of
Can't
it
buy
stay.
sugar, we can't buy life. You touch a line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we gonna be no money, what we at you, we no at you. Go be money, miss you, we keep the liquor at you. Use the youth, the money, we some must have anti-statue. Say we like a catch you, but they got then a big at you. Take this bit of money, God, and like say that is not you. One day the man above you, no game not gonna stop you. But it in the kitchen, some of my well after patrol. My singers and DJs and social media, so we not you. It burn me, 100% free. It burn me, garbage pile up the day. It burn me, give me teacher them raise. It burn me, I see corruption see. It burn me, mash down the people they come. It burn me, every day I fear I'm so. It burn me, I fear money they party. It burn me, and them a sell down the beach. Can't pull me again, you can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. You touch a line and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. But me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no bigger. The 100 from me sit down and never deliver. Cut up the youth and rap and they don't in our favor. Remember bold money and they like them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them smell. And police don't have market like Satan out of hell. Go mash up people stand and thief with themselves. It burn me. Or they treat the market man. It burn me. Or them a treat the cat man. It burn me. Or they treat the peanut man. It burn me. Or them a treat the dirt man. It burn me. Or them a treat the sun man. It burn me. Or them a treat policeman. It burn me. Or them a treat soldier man. It burn me. How them a treat everyone. Can't pull me again.
You don't know, you know.
You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time.
One more time. One more time. All right, one more time.
Can't buy scallion.
One more time, that phone. Real swipe. One more time for you. All right.
Can't pull me again.
This weekend, this song gonna ready. It's a mix and master as we speak.
Can't buy sugar.
But I dash it out the phone. We do it for the whole hour, you hear me?
You can't.
All right.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy love.
Can't buy love.
You touch a blind and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. What we go to be no money, what we at you, no at you. Go be money, miss you, we keep the yellow corrupt you. Use the youth, the money, we some must have anti-statue. Say we like a catch you, but they got then a big at you. Take this bit of money, God, and like say that is not you. One day the man above you, no game, not gonna stop you. But it in the kitchen, some of my well like a patrol. My singers and DJs and social media, so we not you. It burn me, 100% free. It burn me, garbage pile up the day. It burn me, give me teacher them raise. It burn me, I see corruption see. It burn me, mash down the people they come. It burn me, every day I fear I'm so. It burn me, I fear money them a tea. It burn me, and them a sell out the beach. Can't pull me again.
Whoa! We have to shake on the crosses, people. Because sometimes I do them, make me angry, you know. So I be happy with myself. That song make me happy. Happy song, that's all. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You can't pull me again.
Can't pull me again.
Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch a line and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. But me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no bigger. The 100 promise it done and never deliver. Cut up the youth and rap and they don't in our favor. Them a bold money and they like them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell. Go mash up people stand and thief with themselves. It burn me. Or they treat the market man. It burn me. Or them a treat the cat man. It burn me. Or they treat the peanut man. It burn me.
Everybody.
Or them a treat the dirt man. It burn me. Or them a treat the sun man. It burn me. Or them a treat policeman. It burn me. Or them a treat soldier man. It burn me. Or them a treat everyone. Can't pull me again.
Can't pull me again.
Can't pull me again.
Can't pull me again.
Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy life. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. I may say put away with you, make you do it. All of the money, you no take, you better give it back. All of the land, you no take it, and we want it back. All of the beach, you no keep it, better give it back. And you no sign up for the conduct, we no want you back. You no declare your asset, and we no want you back.
Pull up! If you declare your asset and sign a code of conduct, clear out! What we do with you?
You can't fool me again.
Come on, man.
You hold me down for
Wicked, heartless, bully, dictator, criminal, thief,
you can't fool me
sticky finger.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch a blind and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we gonna do? Money, what the at you, in no at you. Movie money, miss away in the yellow corrupt you. Use the youth and put the race and must have anti-statue. Say we like a catch you, but bigger than a big at you. Take the greater money, God, and like say that is not you. One day, the man above you, him not gonna stop you. But it in the kitchen, some of my well like a bathroom. My singers and DJs and social media, so we not you. It burn me, 100% free. It burn me, garbage, my love the day. It burn me, give a teacher the race. It burn me, I see corruption free. It burn me, mash down the people they out. It burn me, every day I...
What are the people? Those are you guys who tell me, come and me read in the comments of the people. Don't I tell you I read the comments? A lot of you guys don't want you the donkey nights. I call us why the donkey night. Well, some point we tell the engineer say, find some place put the donkey night. If I'm in at the front of the song. That's what we tell the engineer. And we all agree on it. Right? We tell you put the donkey because more of you the donkey in the song. Remember me left out the donkey in the people. And we do my song and I say in the comment section to call us. Why the donkey night? So at some part of the song the donkey is gonna be there. But click it back one more time, yeah, man.
So big fun.
Yes, the donkey will be there, people. Somewhere. Yeah.
Can't fool me again.
They already said the donkey them come in.
Can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time.
Donkey gonna nice studio, gonna sing.
Can't buy life. Can't buy skin and we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch a blind and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we gonna do no money, what we at you, in no at you. Movie money, miss away in the yellow corrupt you. Use the youth, the money, raise and must have anti-statue. Say we like a catch you, but bigger than a big at you. Take this bit of money, God, and I say that is not you. One day the man above you, no be never stop you. It in at the kitchen, some of my well like a bathroom. My singers and DJs and social media, so we not you. It burn me, 100% free. It burn me, garbage, pile up the day. It burn me, give a teacher them raise. It burn me, I see corruption fee. It burn me, mash down the people them out. It burn me, every day I appear arms out. It burn me, appear money them a tea. It burn me, and them a sell out the beach. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy skeleton, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch a line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. But me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The other the promise it on and never deliver. Cut up the youth and rap and they don't in a whatever. Them a bold money and they like them ten. Corruption spend and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell. Come and show people start and thief when them sell. It burn me. What they treat the market man. It burn me. What them a treat the cat man. It burn me. What they treat the peanut man. It burn me. What them a treat the dirt man. It burn me. What them a treat the salt man. It burn me. What them a treat policeman. It burn me. How them a treat soldier man. It burn me. How them a treat everyone. Can't fool me again.
Can't fool me again.
Can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy skeleton, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. me say coulda where we do you make you do it done. All of the money who no take, we better give it back. All of the land who no take, and now we want it back. All of the beach who no sleep, we better give it back. And you no sign a coulda conduct, we don't want you back. You know they clear you asset, and we don't want you back. You come be feeling your pocket, and we don't want you back. Have you believe in a corruption, we don't want you back.
People, we love that song, man. It make me happy. So that's why when we have a bad day by people, because sometimes you do this video, you know, people make you angry, rile you up, reading this story. So we always just love that song. Can I bring me some joy? I make we all leave this place feeling good. Our blood pressure kind of gone down a little bit. You see me? So on behalf of every police in the force in Jamaica, my friends and my family members, good police and bad police, hold up your head. Better days are coming, but not under this administration. Jano, stick by Rowan James. Remember me I tell you, he's a man of integrity. Don't bother believe they come to me to buy me out. What says that man, Rowan James? To silence him. So just go along with the agenda and don't come out here and talk. And but because he spoke up on behalf of all the police them, and including us, Mr. James, we feel the message is for all of us. Them get rid of the man, seize him travel documents, and if he go show up like they know him live like my criminal, I'm some molester or something. What crime did that man commit on that funeral? What was his crime? I play for my audience the amount of tapes where hear chiefs in America blasting the president, calling the president names and stuff like that. Tell the president to shut up. Call them politicians up here stupid, liar. I play that for my audience today. For those of you guys who are coming later, go watch the video later. Right? I'm sure that freedom of speech allow these men to do that. Me play another police chief in America who's a Trump supporter. And them have all the stuff at the police station and stuff like that around him. And guess what? It pisses off the people. They don't like it because they don't like Trump. But the rights that the Constitution give the police chief is allowed to have that because the rights under the Constitution protect him. In Jamaica, where is the rights of Mr. Rowan James? What did he say that was criminal? That police have to know where the man live, submit this and submit that. Dictatorship in the making. They want to break that, brother. But it did not go and go apologize. Because I wanted him to apologize, people. So the man sacrificed his jobs for the whole force, all of us, the whole country. Because the whole time the man attack him and say, he don't have enough equipment for properly protect us. Listen to the man's speech as if he's not talking. He's serving us, the public. He spoke about us. In all of his speeches, people, he mentioned the public, us. He mentioned us, people. Go listen to speeches if you hear about no Mimi. Go listen to speeches if you hear the Mimi. It's us and his police force. Us. So that man sacrificed his job for all of us. Dirty government, full of corrupted criminals up in there. No integrity, but they want people to talk nice about them. We already see this coming. We have see pastor get arrested who talk against the prime minister. Youth get arrested who talk against the prime minister moments later and have to go up on social media and apologize in a police station. That's the type of country you want for your grandkids. Come out and vote. That's all I'm going to say. If you're there foreigner and watch this video right now, tell your foreigner, Jamaica, your family at home. Will not send money go give. You see, up here, we have 10 of our country. You know, and sometimes them don't Jamaica, they're on a different page. No, make us try to get on the same page. On a call on a family, on a power, you know. Call your family at Jamaica. Tell your asses, have you registered to vote? I mean, I vote for them because all of them are thief, you know. But I mean, I'm not with them politics. That's not going to work this time around, people. We have one shot at it right now. Save democracy. Democracy is at stake in Jamaica. Democracy is under threat in Jamaica. Democracy. Can't stop me to tell you. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Arlen Faster, big up yourself. RJ Hamilton, big up yourself. And anybody name in a call, people, don't hold it against me. It's not personal. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys later. Share this video for those who think need this knowledge. I'm out.